What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about XPR network today. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. Okay, here we are, sitting at about half a cent, just below there. Yeah, yesterday moved down a little bit, down 9%. Here on the day of the RSI, you look great, man. You really do look good. You could go lower. You really could go lower, and I think you'd still be fine even if you did something. If you found support just below your 50, you've done that before back here. You've done that before back here. A little bit lower down here. I don't expect that to happen so much. You know, the further we zoom back, the more that we can identify that you are in a nice pronounced uptrend here on the daily RSI. So something a little bit lower, I'm not necessarily saying has to happen. I'm just saying if it were to happen, it shouldn't scare you, right? So a little bit lower if you were to go lower. And I don't know if you do, but if you were, I would think you go down to about 0.00426, 0.0041, somewhere in that area at the most. I don't think you go lower than that. If it were to be lower, it would have to be like a wicked wick, and then you come back up in a very short amount of time. You blink, and you miss that low. You know what I mean? So I think that at the lowest, if you even go lower, let's look at the 1 hour or the 4 hour time frame and see. 4 hour kind of suggesting you could. You're in an area to bounce. Ooh, I like that too. Higher lows here in a nice kind of order, right? Higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher highs. I don't know. You might find support right here. The other thing is you are right at your 382 retracement, and oftentimes you do go just below it. So something between the 382 and the 0.5 is expected. Oftentimes, whenever you do that, you do pull back up and close above the 382. So the fact you close below it isn't really indicative of a bounce, but if this 4 hour candle in the next 2 hours and 13 minutes, if it can close above the 382, that would indicate a bounce. At least to me, it would. And if it bounces here, which it might, it just might. That's a good looking 4 hour RSI. You could likely break out of this range and see new relative highs getting above not just half a cent, but 0.006 cents, probably by the end of today. If not, certainly tomorrow. But I mean, it's a new day. It's the first 4 hour candle of the new day. Yeah, I don't really think you go lower at all. Let's look at the 1 hour just to confirm that. Yeah. Oh yeah, buddy, you're moving up. Absolutely. If you move down from here, it's going to be a lot less than I thought. You would move down maybe just a little bit more, 0.0045, 0.0046, something like that. You can't go in this 1 hour downtrend too much more, right? Like you're sorry, that is not a straight line. You're at the end of your limits, I would say, right? I mean, you could keep going, sure, but oftentimes when you get to the oversold zone, that's whenever you see these things break out. And if you came back down, that's okay. You could form some bullish divergence or something, but soon you're going to be breaking out of this 1 hour time frame, looking like you want to go to the upside, bouncing off your 4 hour time frame, looking like you want to go to the upside. And the daily time frame is just bullish as hell in this long term uptrend as well. Yeah, I think you find support here. I think you move up. So XPR, if you're looking to buy it, not financial advice, not a financial advisor. It could, of course, go lower, but I think that it's going to bounce here. I think this is a good buy. It's definitely going to go higher. Absolutely, it will go above this high. So even if I'm wrong and it goes lower first, you know, from a high, I'm even more convinced it doesn't go lower. Look at that. You pulled right back to your golden ratio. If we started with this, it would have been no question right off the bat. From a high to a low, you literally tipped your golden ratio. You tipped it. And then on the relative fib, you went just below your 382, but this candle, you're closing back above it. It's perfect. It is literally perfect, man. Yeah. Okay. So you want to go higher right now. By the end of today, genuinely, I think that you'll be at or probably above these highs, somewhere in this range. Going into the end of this month, I would expect you are at new highs. Probably, I mean, you could be at new highs by the end of this week, guys. And that's, I mean, it's the 20th today. The end of this week is on the 23rd. That's just the next 4 days. You could including today. We have all of today, 22 hours. So that's basically 4 days. You could very well be at new highs, if not certainly pressing them. And then I think going into that last week of February, early March, that's when you'll be pressing to new highs here. Let's see what you like to do. Let's see what you like to do before we project out. And I know I've made these projections before, but sometimes I like to look at things differently, or I like to go over some things that I haven't gone over just to reconfirm it, right? If I can start from a clean chart every time and come up with the same answer or something around there, you know that it's not BS, right? High to low, 1886, hit the 1618, yes. Okay, all the way down. Okay, cool, whatever. Likely going to go up here. I'm going to put some lines there. We're just going to put some lines. I would think the minimum target would have to be here, But I think you go higher than that. I would think this is probably your real minimum target or your expected target even. Highest price might be here. Okay, yeah, I like that. I like that as a high price. Of course, you could go higher, but let's just start with that for now, okay? Okay, so from this high to low, that's how we made sense out of that. What about this high to low here? High to low here. Found resistance at your golden ratio area. 786, 886, yeah. We can move that bar up a little bit. Let's move that bar up a little bit. I think so. I think we can move the minimum bar up a little bit too, to be completely fair. Yeah, I think so. That I'm more comfortable with that personally. So deleting that, yeah. Okay, so this is your target area. I like that, right? Points of resistance here. Nothing really so much over here. A little bit of resistance along the way here. If I was to adjust anything, maybe this bottom line shouldn't have gotten moved up. Maybe we had it right at about 1.5 cents there. I don't know, but I'm going to leave it as it stands. What about the relative one? Daily. High to low. So actually, before we do that, I want to do this again. Let me see. So we did that high to low. You went up to your 1886. This high to low, you definitely went to some deep extensions. Oh, this could be good actually. Hold on, let me see. High to low here. 4618. No, I mean that's nice that you have some relevance there. You tipped your 1272 even. You are finding a lot of respect on this fib, as odd as that is. I mean, look at the pinpoint accuracy on some of these lines. It's crazy. But the 4618, I'm just curious. What would be the 4618 of this one here? This overall high to low. We're gonna zoom it out to the weekly. Hold on. We're just having fun with fibs. Just some fun with fibs, you guys. Where's the 460? Yeah, you're not gonna. I mean, inevitably, sure, you will. Inevitably, it's gonna go there. But on this move, no, probably not. Okay. Okay. So now enough messing around. Let's look at this one, high to low. I would say, yeah, I really do. I feel comfortable enough. We keep moving these targets up. We really do, and I'm okay with it. I truthfully am okay with it. I think we could have something up here. Okay. I don't think anything higher. That might be the maximum. And the true minimum, I'm going to move it up again. We're going to delete this line entirely. Okay, so 3 different targets. Because I like the 1886. That was the minimum that I saw so far. You've seen deeper extensions than that. You're coiled up. You're in a very bullish posturing right now. I would suspect something on the lines of something similar to this move overall is what you're going to experience, right? Not from a low to a high, but from like the breakout point. And if we take this over here and assume this could be the beginning of that move, well, maybe we had it right. Maybe we could throw that minimum target back on there. Something right there, right? Where was that? It was right below. Maybe we had it right. But the only thing is, if we see a stronger move this time than we could, these are your likely target areas. So maybe this maximum should be taken off. Maybe we're getting a little ahead of ourselves. Maybe that's the right maximum. I think XPR by the end of March, by the end of this next move, which I think will happen by the end of March, if not early April, you'll probably see the price go somewhere between around 2 cents, maybe just below 2 cents at 1.9 cents there. If not, all the way up to about 3 cents. 3 cents would be a nice area to hit if you were to see a stronger move up. And I think you can. I really do think you're in a nice position to see that, honestly. I mean, it would make a lot of sense. I think, to me, it would make more sense to go to about just under 3 cents or just above 3 cents than it would to be to stop just below 2 cents. I personally feel like that's a more suitable area, but I feel like that's a good suitable minimum target. So there. And then maximum target by the end of March, I definitely think the 2272 here, prior areas of resistance, very significant resistance back here on a historical point, something like this. So from the current price of about 0.004846, at a minimum you've got about a 4x in you, at a maximum maybe about a 10x in you. Something that would go right up to 5 cents, but maybe it wouldn't hit 5 cents, but you'd go just below it. That would be my maximum expectation. Okay, something just below 2 cents would be my minimum expectation. I've got nothing else to say. I feel like I'm just repeating myself. So if you guys like the video, hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.